What's going on, guys? We got a little end of the week update here for the crypto markets. So Bitcoin sitting right around $34,600. We just kind of have been ranging this week. Nothing crazy happening, but I'll get back over to the charts in a minute to do some of my amateur TA. We'll just take a look at probably Bitcoin, XRP. Won't go through too many of them, but first I want to run through some tweets just kind of on where we're at. So we have from Crypto first. He says, I cannot mention enough how important the weekly close will be tonight. So we're about a little under 2 hours away from the weekly close. If we close where we're at, we're going to see a significant monthly or weekly close above 32K. And then we have 2 more days till the monthly close, which would also be huge. Again, closing above that $32,000 resistance that we've had for this whole bear market. That was a support last bull market. It's going to be a huge close, and it will be really interesting to see where we go from there. Like I said, some people think this means the bull run started, and we're gonna get into someone that believes that right now, Credible Crypto. He said if you still think that 20 to 25K is likely, read his post from a couple weeks ago. Somebody on one of the posts he just made commented more of a chance for 20 to 25K by the end of the year. He commented on this post that he just made, talking about how the crypto market's been really outperforming the SPX. Traditional markets are really slow right now, and they've been crashing and crumbling. People like the blockchain backer are saying that we're on like Great Depression alert, and that looks like the markets could just absolutely collapse. But here, Credible Crypto is saying that there's $45 trillion in the U.S. Equities market, and if a portion of that finds its way into the crypto market, especially into Bitcoin, it could just start spiraling up. It's like an upward spiral, and we could just see money flooding in as people see that the crypto market's outperforming the traditional market, so they're going to want to move their money over. Now, got a long one here from Satoshi Stacker, but basically what it's saying, to sum it up, he's saying if you believe that the crypto bull run is really beginning, then you got to prepare yourself mentally and have a strategy, because often what we see when a bull run's happening, you'll have massive pumps, but then you'll also get 10, 20, 30% dumps in between. And that can trick you into believing that, oh, it's over, and people will get impatient. And as everything comes down here, they'll try and chase another coin that maybe started pumping. And as they chase that coin, it stops pumping. And then the original one they were in, like Bitcoin here, will continue up. And then they're screwing themselves over and losing out on a lot of gains that they could have been getting. So you don't want to be fooled by these pumps. You want to just set your targets beforehand, have an idea of where you want to take money out, and just take it gradually as you go up. So there's no pressure. You're never going to catch the top of the market, right? You need to just have a plan, take profits on the way up at select targets, and keep it simple. You know, try not to get your emotion involved. When things get running, I'm sure it's going to get crazy. I'm sure we're going to see our portfolios going 20, 30, 40, 50% in a day over and over again. And it's going to be really hard to, you know, level out your emotion and where your head's at when the money just starts multiplying like that. So have a plan, make it a lot easier. And then one more from Satoshi Stacker. He just made a tweet laying out the events that we should be ready for this week. I'm kind of the opinion that a lot of these events, they don't really matter for the market. It might cause some short-term volatility, but ultimately it these things are all kind of just a show, right? It's what's happening, but the market's going to do what the market's going to do. Uh, the world's going to go where they want the world to go. So let's go back to the charts though. So like I said, Bitcoin around 34,600. Let's zoom in on, let's do the 4 hour, little micro TA. So we had that big pump up last week, right? All the way up. And now we've just been ranging here. You could call this it's just consolidation. And I mean, obviously, right? It's kind of silly to say. Could be a bull flag, and then we continue up. If that's the case, you'd expect to see the length of the flagpole, which could take us up to around 41,000, which I know a lot of people are eyeing that target and then expecting some kind of resistance and a slowdown. Or we could have the classic Bart Simpson pattern. Let's see. Let's get rid of this. Could have the classic Bart Simpson pattern where we come up and then we waddle, 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 and then come right back down. Freaking Bart, right? Hopefully that's not what's happening, but again, who knows? I'm not opposed to the idea that we come back down and retest 30K. I don't think that that's, out of the cards by any means. I think it's very much possible. Sorry, I'm a newbie with TradingView, bro, especially on the computer. Better with it on the phone. So we definitely could come back down, retest like 30, 32K where we broke out of, but I don't know. To me, this is looking pretty bullish. It looks like it's a bull flag and like it wants to break out here really soon, right? We came down. To me, again, amateur TA here. I've been staring at the charts for about 2 years now, so I'm not insanely experienced, but I feel like I have enough experience where I've started to recognize some patterns as they play out. Call that a little head and shoulders. From there to there, take it to the breakout. Like I wouldn't be surprised to the way we're pushing up now, at least see 35K. And then the question is, do we break that 35K that's been giving us resistance, or do we, come up here and then come back down and keep ranging, or have a fake out up here and then we start pulling back? So again, time will tell. There's no way to know, but I think as we approach ETF approval, as we approach the halving, I don't foresee us breaking back down below 32K, re-entering that range that we were in. Like Crypto was saying, if we come back out to the weekly, to me, this is how this looks, right? We had our low, we had our range that deviated the range. We came up, we made a new range, ranged around, and we just broke out of that range. So again, could retest, bounce, or who knows, maybe we keep going, because this was a lot of consolidation here altogether that compressed our price for a long time, and we finally got that burst through. So that might have a lot of momentum and it could carry really, really quick. And if we want to come over to XRP really quick, we'll look on the macro. So again, on the macro, this is what we're looking at, right? We had our massive run in 2017, and then we've basically just been in this huge pennant since then. So this is let's measure it. From peak to where we're at now, we've been in this consolidation for 303 weeks. Some quick math, that's about 6 years. So 6 years of consolidation. You tell me what's going to happen when we break this. Is it possible we break it to the downside? Sure, of course, anything's possible. But if we break a 6-year consolidation to the upside, that looks like a bull pennant after this massive pump up in 2017. Again, I did this in the last video, and this is moon math, right? It's moon math, and I'm on a log chart. But if you're to return the same gains, and again, let's pull it all the way to the end, say it takes to 2025, you're looking at like $300-400 on a log scale. Now, if we go to linear, the chart changes a bit. I'd have to redraw the lines. But on linear, it looks more around like $10 to $13, which is a place that a lot of people are eyeing up. But then one last thing before we go, let's go look at the micro chart here for XRP and see where we're at. So on the micro, things are also looking good, right? We had a little double bottom over here. A little double bottom right here. We bounced off the lows, the bottom of the range at around 47, 48 cents. We pumped up, consolidated, bull flag, broke out of the bull flag, pumped up again, and we had kind of a bull pennant. And as of last night, we have broken out of that bull pennant and we are approaching the top of the range that we've been sitting in. Again, we broke out of the resistance of around 54 cents, which was holding us down, not just here, But way back here, when we were ranging around, it's a big resistance zone. We broke above 40.54. We've been sitting on top of it, consolidating. Just broke out of this downtrending resistance. Now the key is if we can get above 56 cents and hold, I think it's, that's a signal for continuation higher, especially if we get Bitcoin making another leg up, because we all know Bitcoin as of right now does control the market. It leads the market. So if Bitcoin can get that next leg up to around 40,000, I'm expecting XRP comes at least to around 63 cents. Let's zoom out a little bit to the daily. I think it makes sense that we come at least to 63 cents. If not, I think we come test these highs around 86 cents and the top of this, pennant at this trend line, especially if Bitcoin can break up to around 40,000 and hold and consolidate. I think that's going to give a lot of the altcoins a lot of room to run. So we should see XRP 62 cents bare minimum. Then I would look for around 70 cents, and then all the way up to 86 cents, testing these highs and testing this trend line. So that'll be all for the video today. I hope this useful little market update. I'm going to keep making videos like this, at least try to do once a week on around Sundays. The weekly close I think is a good time, but if something big happens in the market, I'll make an update regardless if we get a massive move. So hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I'll see you in the next one.